We need to talk about Doom the Dark Ages. My broskies, I did a 6-hour stream playing Doom the Dark Ages, so this video is all about my first impressions on it, and mostly why I think it is insanely good, because it is. It is probably going to be Game of the Year. If it's not, I'm gonna eat my own socks, okay? And the guy who's gonna be talking about his first impressions today is no other than your own Papa Slim Bratsky from Sweden, the guy who loves first-person shooters, the guy who hunts them down and bring them to you. And today, I bring you Doom the Dark Ages. I know you've probably seen like a million reviews. I'm not going to go into detail on every single thing about the game. I'm going to talk about why I think that every single human on this planet should play this game. Let's go. First of all, my friends, Doom the Dark Ages is a power fantasy like we have never, ever experienced it before. In the marketing material, they said you are a walking tank. You literally are a walking tank in this game. There is no double jump, there is no dash. There is a sprint, however, and you can sprint through objects and props in the world that will crumble as you touch them. And it doesn't feel just put in there just because. It actually sounds and looks and feels good as you crumble it in front of you. And of course, the audio helps with this power fantasy come to life as well. You can hear every single footstep as you thump down whatever ground is beneath you. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. It feels amazing. And as you're sprinting, you can hear that just amping up. Boom, 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 boom. And it sounds scary. You get scared from yourself. You get scared hearing your own freaking footsteps as you play the game. And then you have the jump. If you jump from a higher ground, you will go boom as you enter the ground and kill everything that is in close proximity of your shockwave that you create as you land. It's so good, guys. It's phenomenal. And we have seen things like this before, but the thing is that it feels so incredibly impactful in this game. It is so well done that it really feels as you thump your way forward or jump and slash everything in front of you. It's on a new level. I can't really describe the feeling. It is something that you have to feel to know what I'm talking about, but know that the feeling is there. I want to say that RoboCop did it well with the power fantasy theme. I was really impressed how much of a walking tank I felt like, but in Doom the Dark Ages you are a faster moving tank and you do have the shield which you can dash forward with, and all of these things combined makes this on a new level of power fantasy compared to RoboCop. Now, story-wise, I actually have no bloody freaking idea what's going on in the game. Absolutely no idea. And I think that you won't either if you play the game. If you're not a hardcore Doom lore fan, you probably have no idea who the hell the characters in the game are. I have no idea. But what I do know is that the cinematics in the game, which are often at the start and at the end of each level in the 22-level game, they feel very Halo. Very Halo. Very sci-fi. A lot of aliens, a lot of weird characters. It's Halo. It's Halo, but it's Doom. But what it does really well with these cinematics is that as soon as one is about to end, it does something epic, something dramatic, like seeing the Slayer coming down from the sky and the heavy metal kicks in and then he just rises up and you can see him staring into the camera and whoa, you're in the level and you're playing. Super well done, super awesome to get the, endorphins going before each level. It's it's all that I need from the cutscenes is that small epic part that is in them. I don't need the whole story bits and pieces, but for those who are heavy lore Doom fans, there is a ton of story here as well, and they are very well made. So they are beautiful to look at, even if you have no idea what the hell is going on. There's a lot of action, there's a lot of cool facial animations, great lighting, great graphics. They're super well done, so they are a pleasure to watch, no matter if you understand what the hell is going on or not. And it's worth watching them for these small epic moments that I was talking about. Now the meat of the pie, the gameplay mechanics. Holy shitballs and macaroni faces. This is a groundbreaking first-person shooter. I don't say that lightly, but this is a groundbreaking first-person shooter. It has so many mechanics, and it implements them so well. The pacing of introducing a new mechanic is always perfect. You don't forget what you have learned, you utilize what you are learning, and you remember to use what you learned before. This has been tested and tested over and over again, and it has been implemented perfectly. And I'm not just talking about when things are introduced, I'm talking about how things are introduced. How these enemies with that type of shield is coming at you at this time in the game, and then the other type of enemy with armor on him, or the third type of enemy with an energy shield that requires this thing to take down. Let me break it down real fast. You got a shit ton of enemies in this game. All the enemies have the best way to take them down with. It could be throwing your shield at them, it could be bashing head on with your shield first, smacking them to the ground. It could be using an energy weapon to take down a shield. It could be using a regular projectile weapon to heat up the armor of an enemy and then throw the shield at the armor once it's heated up to break it. It could be a million different combinations and then some. But as I said at the start of the gameplay segment here, is that it is implemented so freaking well that I played for 6 hours straight. Every time I get into combat, it felt extremely fun, fresh, and I never ever, not for a moment, got bored of it. If I'm going to be really honest, when you play a game for X amount of hours, doesn't matter what kind of a game it is, you usually tend to get bored at it after a point, because eventually it becomes rinse and repeat. Especially looking at the combat. It always feels fresh for the first couple of hours, first few battles, but then you have seen it and nothing new is introduced, or it's introduced in a way that you forgot what happened earlier and then it's only showing you the new. This game mixes all of it and creates a fresh experience constantly. And sometimes it locks you in arenas, it has a different type of enemy spawning constantly in that arena. Then you're in an open zone and you have a little boss in the middle, you have fodder enemies around him, you have some verticality where you can jump up and then smash the ground. There's so many things that you can do constantly. And some people say, oh man, this game looks so slow-paced. It's not slow-paced. I played on Ultra Violence, and I had to go pretty damn fast to survive. And how do you go fast? Well, you sprint. You sprint and you dash with your shield. I told you there is no dash. There is no dash. You can't dash whenever you want to. You have to lock into an enemy, and then you have to charge it with your shield. But that works as a dash, and that gives you momentum like crazy. Now, as I said, I won't go into deep detail how everything works in this game, because you've probably seen a million reviews, but I want to emphasize again, it is extremely well implemented and it makes it feel fun and fresh for 6 hours straight, and I could have played 12 hours. No doubts about it. I could have played 12 hours straight and I would not have gotten bored of it. And that also brings me to the variety of the game, because there is a shit ton of variety in this game. For the 6 hours that we played, we didn't even make it through half the game. Yet, we had some minor puzzling segments that didn't feel tedious or anything like that. A lot of secret hunting, like in the modern Doom games, very similar to the modern Doom games. We had upgrades. Upgrades for our weapons, for our shield, for our gauntlet, our melee weapon, which is a gauntlet or a flail. We had a huge ass dragon section that also was so well done. It didn't feel just thrown in there. It felt like that section alone could have been a whole game. And then we had a mech section. A mech section that was also so well done. You punch huge ass demons right in the face. You do finishing moves on them. That could have been a whole game in itself. Then we had linear corridor-like levels. We had open zone areas. Pretty damn big. Loaded with secrets, things to explore, enemies to kill, bosses to kill. Puzzles to solve. Like, that zone in itself could have been a whole game. That variety, of course, makes it feel fresh and fun for that long of a period. But there are other games that has this kind of variety to them, yet the combat of those games start to feel a bit tedious after a while. That didn't happen with this. I haven't even touched on the weapons yet. The weapons are so good. You have a very Doom arsenal in this game. You have plasma guns, you have nail guns, you have shotguns, you have assault rifle thingy things. They are more fantasy-like than in 2016 and Eternal, which where they are more sci-fi like. Here they are more fantasy like they work the same. They have upgrades. They have different purposes. They are good at long range or short range, medium range. But the fact of the matter is that they look and feel so amazing. Once I used the super shotgun for the first time, I almost had to pause the stream and go out and take a cigarette. It is the best shotgun I have ever fired in a game ever. It is that good. And everything has such impact, as I talked about before. Say for an example, you fire an enemy with a fast firing gun. You kill it. You see its body falling down because it's about to die, but you continue to shoot it. Then you can see how the body reacts to each and every individual projectile hitting it, going as it's falling down and is already dead. It's a dynamic death animation. It's phenomenal. It is, it's crazy. This video is becoming long now, so I'm gonna cut this short. Every single human on this planet needs to play this game. It is so bloody good, I cannot say it enough. If you don't play this game, you're missing out. I know it's an expensive game, but you have it on Game Pass. Go and get Game Pass for a month just to play Doom: The Dark Ages. I'm not sponsored by Microsoft or anything. I'm saying this because I want you. I know that you deserve to have a bloody good time. And I know that you will have that with this game. That's why I am emphasizing this so much. That's why I am making this video. It's for you. Not for me. Not for Microsoft. It's for you. I need to convince you to play this game because you deserve it. You deserve a bloody good time. And audio is great in the game, the music is great. Some people are bashing the OST is actually phenomenal. It's really heavy metal, it's doom metal, but it's not Mick Gordon. And just because it's not Mick Gordon doesn't mean it's bad, because it's freaking kick-ass, period. Yes, you do need a ray tracing card to play this game. They are, however, working on an update that will make it so that you don't need a ray tracing card. If you don't have a ray tracing card, wait for that update until you get this game. That said though, the game is optimized like my balls. It's smooth as my newly shaved balls. Yeah. I have a 4080 Super, 32 gigs of RAM, an i9 11th gen processor. I was streaming on the same PC as I was playing. I was playing everything on the highest graphics in 2K resolution, no upscaling, no DLSS, nothing. I was getting about 100 frames. It's optimized, and it looks good. It doesn't look the best. I've seen better looking games, but it looks really bloody good. And that, my friends, is why Doom: The Dark Ages kick motherflippin' ass, and you should play it. Now remember, Papa Slim loves ya, and if you want more first-person shooter content, you should join the Discord link down in the description. And most of all, remember that I think you're awesome, because you are, and I will see you in the next one.